Hi everybody, finally I get to review this movie. A movie I've been wanting to see since it came out. The Whale. So the plot of this movie is this guy named Charlie, played by Brendan Fraser, is is this very obese English teacher who is very lonely, he's sheltered, and he doesn't really have much friends aside from his nurse who takes care of him, and even some other people who try to connect with him outside, but they just talk door to door. And he mostly sits down because he has a very hard time with his health, and he's an English teacher, and he teaches an online class. Except, of course, on the video chat, his screen is always covered because he doesn't want anyone to see who he really is in real life. He and he tries to reconnect with his daughter Ellie, played by Sadie Sink, and he offers her a lot of money to come visit him without her mother's knowledge because they had a divorce because Charlie uh left his wife for his boyfriend, and he tries to really build up his relationship with Ellie while Ellie's having an extremely hard time trying to you know warm up to her father, and he really doesn't seem to have a good relationship. So Charlie tries hard and hard and hard just to reconnect with her. Yeah, I actually finally watched this movie about over a month ago. I went to Italy for most of May, as if I don't know if I've already said, but I finally saw it on a plane and I really enjoyed it. This was a movie I've been wanting to see since it came out, and I didn't get to see it, unfortunately. But I'm glad I finally got to see it. It was really good and fitting because it won an Oscar. Yeah, and yeah. Speaking of which, yeah, this movie did win an Oscar for Best Actor and Best Makeup too, but most importantly, Best Actor because this is seen as Brendan Fraser's comeback movie. Everybody was making a big deal out of this purely because he was the lead. Because Brendan Fraser's that actor who you were used to seeing him in movies once and then you never saw him again. And Brendan Fraser to me, I've never been the largest fan of him. I mean, like I don't think he's an awful actor. Like some of his stuff I feel is hit and miss. Um well, I mean, I guess mostly cuz I know he did have a lot of troubles um around like the late 2000s or such. I think like he was sexually harassed or something, so he was kind of stuck doing, joke movies, but like he's not bad. Like when he is in some stuff, I think he can be entertaining. I haven't seen the Mummy movies yet. My family gives me hell for that, I but I really should check it out sometime. But this movie, I think this is the best performance Brendan Fraser has given. In fact, I think I even like him more as an actor after seeing this because I think he's great. He doesn't feel like, he's just forcing it in. He doesn't feel like he he's, just doing this just for a paycheck or just to get something on his resume. No, he really tries, and when he's really sad, like you really feel it because all the stuff Charlie goes through, like he's very upset lots of the time because his daughter is pretty bitter just because she doesn't like the fact that he left her. And yes, Sadie Sink uh plays his daughter, and Ellie, and she's good. I do know her from Stranger Things. She plays Max, and I think she was a really great choice here. I think her and Brendan Fraser, obviously, like their chemistry is not great, but it's very believable because obviously when you don't see your father that much because he left you, like obviously you're gonna get really upset. So and and you really see them progress through a lot of the movie. Like most of the time she only wants to see him because she has a lot of English papers, and he tries to like look over them and approve of them. And sometimes she does feel really pressured because she really wants to do best, and she's really upset over the fact that she's dealing with a guy who pretty much left her for nothing, well, for something, but what felt like nothing to her. And like you would think that'd be depressing. Yeah, this is a pretty depressing movie. Like it's like I get it. Like I'm not saying that is a bad thing. Like it's a drama movie. Of course it's gonna be pretty melancholy, but yeah, some but if you're really, easily depressed with this kind of stuff, this isn't really the movie for you. Like you see a man and his daughter just, fighting lots of the time. You see them arguing, but it really makes sense with the context of the story, and you try to sympathize with both of them, which is a strange thing. Like you understand why Ellie's upset with Charlie, but at the same time, you also feel sympathy for Charlie because he believes in redemption. He wants another chance at trying to give his daughter the times that he never gave her. So really works both ways in that, and you do see like a lot of moments where Brendan Fraser's just sitting down and he's just binge eating, and you just see him really overeating. Like even if you're easily sickened, yeah, this might not be the movie for you. But in context, a lot of the stuff, despite how pretty melancholy it is, it really makes sense with the kind of movie it is because it's trying to show character redemption. Like it's showing that Charlie, like he's not a bad guy because he really believes that he can change as a person, and he wants to know if he's done anything to impress Ellie, like if he's done anything that left a good influence on her. And it's pretty sad, but also at the same time, like it really makes you feel sad for a lot of parents. Like they don't see their kids that often, and sometimes you kind of feel like, are the kids upset? Do the kids have a rocky relationship with their parents when they actually get the chance to meet them? Like it's pretty sad, but it really tells you a lot and really makes you think about it because we don't often think about this kind of stuff because we're so used to our own families. But it's a movie, like, despite how depressing it is, it really has a lot to say. And Brendan Fraser's performance, like I said, like, it really carries it. Like, this is easily the best performance he's given in any movie ever. In fact, I think I've honestly like him a little more as an actor after seeing this because he definitely earned that Oscar. His performance was fantastic. And it's pretty, yeah, despite how depressing it is, like if you're not in the mood for that kind of stuff, you may not like this movie. But if you just want to see, a movie about redemption and a father trying to repair a relationship, then it's a pretty good movie to check out. I think it's definitely worth the watch. Yeah, I wish I would have seen this when it came out because I really wanted to, but at least I did get to see it, and even better after hearing that it's basically Oscar winning, and it did win an Oscar for Best Makeup, which, yeah, I think the makeup on Brendan Fraser really helped. I know, um, or I guess some people might have a problem with that because he's not played by a real obese guy. I don't even know what offends people anymore. But yeah, The Whale, it's a really good movie if you're in the mood for it. Like if you just go into this movie knowing what to expect. It's not for everybody, which is understandable, but me, I really liked it, and this probably would have made an honorable mention for my best of 2022, and it was worth checking out, and I would rewatch it again in the future. So yeah, that's my review of The Whale, which is long overdue, but I got it over with, so see ya with whatever I got planned next.